Today I'm playing the NFL career of Mike Crotch, the 7-foot, 260-pound, once-in-a-lifetime human specimen of a receiver who has 99 ratings for literally everything. We're going to see where he gets drafted and follow his career until the day he retires to see if he can surpass Jerry Rice and become the greatest NFL receiver who's ever lived. Compiling 23,000 career receiving yards, 200 career receiving touchdowns, and 1,600 career receptions seems rather impossible. But if anybody can do it, it's Mike Crotch, which we're also going to be conducting an experiment today to help Mr. Crotch have the best career possible, but more on that later. So at the end of the regular season here, I want to check out the latest mock draft and see if he's projected to go in the first round, what you'd expect him to be, since he's the best receiver prospect of all time. But I like making them day 3 prospects to see how high up they get drafted, and with this game being dumb, he, as you see, is not projected to be drafted in the first round currently. That could change though after the combine, but currently, as I mentioned, Mike Crotch comes in as the 169th ranked NFL draft prospect, projected to go day 3. We don't have him fully scouted yet. As you see, it says all of his ratings are elite. Even though there's a bunch of question marks currently, I promise you everything's going to be an A. I am excited to see his combine and pro day results though, see if he can run like a 4.140. Wait, hold on a minute. I also wanted to mention, dude, what in the world is Walla Walla? I just refuse to believe that there is an actual academic institution with the name of Walla Walla. Like what is that? But as I ponder if whether or not my tax dollars goes to Walla Walla University, we're gonna go ahead and simulate this thing to the NFL draft and see if by chance our main man flies up the draft boards. Time for the big reveal. So mock draft 5, he's not projected to go in the top 10. And with Madden 26 being a dumb game, once again, our generational, once-in-a-lifetime human specimen of a prospect is not projected to be drafted in the first round. Surely he jumped up the draft boards though, right? 26 spots to 142. That is crazy. It says he needs to work on simple concentration drops. What do you mean, dude? He has a 99 catching. But at the combine, he ended up running a 4.24 40-yard dash. My big question, dude, is who ran faster than that? Apparently, Jason Sambucci ran a 0.40-yard dash, so apparently Jason is the Flash himself. But 2 other prospects legitimately ran a 4.24 40, so I wonder if they also have 99 speed. But let's see, man. Let's see if the mock draft is the be-all, end-all. If these NFL franchises weren't ran by dumb hicks like yours truly, they'd be taking Mike Crotch with their first round pick. He should be going number 1 to the Arizona Cardinals, but instead, the Arizona Cardinals are going to select, don't know who that is, but it's definitely not Mike Crotch. Instead of a 7-foot receiver that runs a 4.24 40, they took Hicks, who's obviously on some sort of amphetamine. Now, you just know the Browns are also going to screw this up. Rivers! Who is Rivers? Okay, I did go with the quarterback, so I suppose anything would be better than Shedeur Sanders. I just want Mike Crotch to get himself a good quarterback. I want maybe a Caleb Williams to be the quarterback to throw him the football the rest of their career. We really need Michael to not go to a franchise that has a terrible quarterback, because that could really hurt his chances of beating out Jerry Rice. So this guy looks like a toe, so it's obviously not Mike Crotch. Bears went Josh Reese. Okay, the Jets are definitely a team don't want Mike to go to, which they took a rookie quarterback. I guess it would be the worst thing in the world if Mike got paired up with a rookie QB. I mean, they could be there next 15 years, hopefully lead the franchise to a couple Super Bowls. Now, as a Titans fan, I don't want him to go to the Texans either. They took Earl Butler, another receiver, over Mike Crotch. What are we doing? So bearing a surprise, Mike Crotch is not going to be selected here in the first round, so we're going to go ahead and simulate to the end of the draft to reveal who takes them and win. If it's my Titans again, I'll be very happy, but a dream pairing would be maybe Patrick Mahomes, maybe with Joe Burrow. Come on, manifesting a Tennessee Titans generational franchise-changing pick here. They went Eric Firth, the other receiver that ran a 4.24. Just to be fair, he's not Mike Crotch, but he's good. 98 speed is wild, 79 overall, and they might have very well could have got him here in the 5th round, but they went Emmanuel Almas, a 68 rated instead. But surely Mike went before the 5th round, right? There's just no way the teams out there are that dumb. So as I suspected, was not taken with a first round pick. Have a couple receivers going here in the 2nd round, but it doesn't look like Mr. Mike Crotch was taken here either. Come on, what about round 3? Somebody surprise me. Somebody show me that your scouting department actually has half a brain. Yet again, here in the 3rd round, no Mike Crotch. Round 4, surely, man. There's a freaking 68 rated receiver taken here. There's another receiver. Oh, there he is. Mike Crotch is a New England Patriot. With the 15th pick in the 4th round, of course, the NFL franchise with the most Super Bowls gets the best NFL draft prospect of all time. Oh my God, he pairs up with Drake May and Mike Vrabel. As a Titans fan, that's my worst nightmare. They're, honest to God, about to win 10 Super Bowls in the next 10 years, probably. Oh my God. Now, I'm thinking for the Patriots' sake, how in the world, at the end of Mike Crotch's rookie contract, he only has 4 years, how in the world are they going to pay both him an extension and Drake May at the same time? Oh, I just actually can't believe it, man. But he joins a pretty loaded offense, man. Drake May's up to a 97 overall superstar X Factor. He's got a good running back in Travion Henderson, up to an 86. I mean, he's paired alongside Stephon Diggs, who they're keeping in this franchise. They released him in real life. Good offensive line, good tight end. You best believe Drake May is horny. Did they improve their defense at all in the offseason? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, good young edge who eventually replaced Harold Landry. Got a good defensive tackle that should be half decent. Although, like, there's just no way that guy's a rookie. He looks like he's 50. But with Mike Crotch joining an 88 overall team with a 92 offense, with a 97 overall quarterback, that's easily going to become a 99 next season. Honest to God, unfortunately for all the other NFL fans out there, we might just very well see a repeat of the Tom Brady dynasty all over again. Honestly, it might be worse. But before we get to Mike Crotch's rookie season, I need to talk about today's scientific experiment. If you guys are familiar with how Madden franchise works, everything is determined by the playbooks. There's a reason Wan'Dale Robinson, Khalil Shakir, Puka Nacua, Jamar Chase are always leading the NFL every single season in receiving yards, receiving touchdowns. So what we're going to do through Mike Crotch's rookie contract is experiment year by year with different offensive playbooks to find the best fit for his career, which we're going to start off his rookie season by running the Giants offense. And with Wan'Dale Robinson always being the leading receiver in that Giants offense in Madden simulation, we got to make sure we put Mike Crotch as the starting slot receiver. So now we can simulate to the end of his rookie season, and as mentioned, year by year throughout his rookie contract, we're going to be changing their offense, and whichever offense ends up producing the best statistical season for Michael is going to be the offense that we run the rest of his career. Rather, the entirety of his career is going to be spent with the New England Patriots, who knows? Which, no shocker at all that Mike Crotch and Drake May make the playoffs. Surprised they didn't get a first round bye, which they lost out by a game to the Colts. Now, I will say, it could be kind of tricky here, having to play the 8-9 Chiefs. I mean, they can win on any given Sunday, even though they sucked this season. They already beat them away from home this season, so we should be able to take care of them. Oh my God, they beat my Titans 48-0. How did we lose to the Broncos 41-0? Dude, we have Drake May and Mike Crotch. There's just no way this happened. 133 yards of offense. I just don't believe they limited the best receiver of all time to catching 6 yards. Oh, thank God things got better. Of course, it's my Titans, that took the brunt of things. I mean, overall, the offense obviously got off to a terrible start, but hopefully they had a huge second half of the season, which they came in as the 23rd unit in the National Football League. That's a shocker. Maybe the Giants offense isn't the move, although Drake May had a really good season. 3,700 yards, 33 touchdowns, just 3 picks. On the ground, Travion Henderson, only 4 yards per carry. Maybe that's why. I mean, it's still a good season, but the only man we truly care about today, Mike Crotch, in his rookie season, ended up putting up 75 grabs, 1,519 yards, and 22 touchdowns. Literally, second on the team was Stephon Diggs with 3. Would have had as many targets as Stephon Diggs. Dude, he would have put up 2,000 yards. I mean, he puts these numbers up every season of his career for the next 15 years. I mean, he might be able to pass Jerry Rice's records. We had some defenders balling out, dude. Anthony Jennings, 15 sacks. Harold Landry, 11.5. Milton Williams with 11. But the crazy thing, man, is I promise you, this is just the beginning, dude. He is 20 years old. He's going to be in the league for at least 15 years. More than anything, dude, I'm very, very interested to see how much the Patriots are going to have to pay him once his contract's up. They really might not be able to afford him. Now, obviously, he didn't win MVP this first season. He did have his quarterback coming forth. It's almost impossible for a receiver or running back in this dumb game to win MVP. For him to win MVP, he's probably going to have to catch 40 touchdowns, 3,000 yards. More than anything, I just want him by the end of his career to get a top 10 MVP vote, because you never, ever see positional players get MVP votes unless they had a generational season. So let's see. Oh, I already got robbed for Coach of the Year. Not 1 year in, already getting robbed of Coach of the Year. At least I was able to fire Mike Vrabel. Of course, the main man, Mr. Mike Crotch, ends up winning Offensive Player of the Year, which obviously means he comes in and sweeps Offensive Rookie of the Year, which my Titans, at least their receiver is half decent, and also very easily wins Best Wide Receiver. I am hopeful, though, by the end of his career, he will end up breaking all of these single-season receiving records. He got very close to breaking the touchdown record as a freaking rookie. Didn't break any single-game records. hopefully by the end of his career getting to break all of these. Rookie season records, he ended up breaking the all-time receiving rookie record, all-time receiving touchdown record, but Brock Bowers with his 112 catches. He couldn't be out at tight end, which is nuts, but hey, didn't need that many grabs. If he had 40 more grabs when he had the season, only had 75, he probably would have put up freaking 3,000 yards and 50 touchdowns. Wasn't able to break any of the rookie game records though, which is just weird. And surely by the end of the career, at least, he ends up breaking all the single season Patriots records. There's just no way he doesn't. Although I will say, 123 grabs is going to be hard to beat. That's a crazy stat from Wes Welker. But at this point, fellas, I think it's time to see if we can make it to the Super Bowl in his first year. Surely they get past the Chiefs. Surely they don't get first rounded. They didn't. A demolition in Foxborough. 30-point dub, over 430 yards of offense. Drake May did throw 2 picks, but outplayed Patrick Mahomes. But the main man, Mike Roach, 6 grabs, 171 yards, and 3 tutties. Now, I do want to say, if we do make it to the Super Bowl, obviously we're going to jump in and play with Mike Roach. But to get there, we have to take down Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and the 12-5 Baltimore Ravens. Now, if we can beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs by 30, surely we could take down Lamar at home to advance in the AFC Conference Championship. We lost by 11. God dang it. Outgained him by 100 yards. I mean, Drake May was fine through for 400. We just couldn't run the football. It's like Travion Henderson does not fit well in this Giants offense. Who does fit well, though, is Mike Roach. 6 grabs, 181 yards, 2 tutties. But unfortunately, it was not enough to help lead his team to the AFC Conference Championship. But there's always next year, at least as a consolation prize to make us feel a little bit better about ourselves. The team we lost to did end up winning the Super Bowl. But hey, at least as a lifelong diehard Titans fan, knowing Derrick Henry rode off in the sunset can make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. But I promise you, Mike Roach's time will come soon, especially knowing he's going to be linked up with 99 Club member Drake May for probably the next 10 years at least, as long as they can afford them both. And also going to be very interested to track these extra skill points he gets, because technically right now he's a 105 overall. I wonder if in Madden he'll ever make it to where you can go over 100 overall. I thought that'd be fun. I mean, dang, you count Christian Gonzalez, his team has 3 99 rateds. And with 81 mil to spend this offseason, dude, this Patriots team could get scary. That is if the front office actually spends that money, which we all know in these Madden franchise videos, it's not always the case. So hopefully they sign a couple good free agents to improve this team so they can be right back and actually hopefully make the Super Bowl next year, which they didn't spend a freaking dime. Apparently the front office was in Cabo all offseason because the only thing they did was pick up Drake May's 5th-year option worth 67 mil. Now, what are the odds here that the Patriots can draft generational players in back-to-back drafts? It'd be nice, you know, to make up for this stinky free agency. Garbage. Nothing but garbage. But even with the extremely gross offseason, this team should still be competitive in Mike Roach's sophomore campaign. But for Mike Roach's second year, we are going to be running the Buffalo Bills offense. And just like last year, Mike Roach is going to have to be our starting slot receiver, because that's why Khalil Shakir always gets 5,000 grabs a season. So let's manifest it. A 17-0 season, 2,000 yards, and 30 touchdowns from Mike Roach himself. Improvement from last season, and that's all you can really ask for. Also earning Mike Roach's first round bye of his career. Hopefully the offense was better though. Coming in 3rd in the National Football League, which is definitely an improvement from a year ago. What on planet Earth is this? I am telling you right now, it is March 6th, the time I'm recording this. This is the craziest stat line I have seen from a quarterback in all of Madden 26. 4,600 yards, 51 touchdowns to a singular interception. He's gonna make me do it. Drake's gonna make me go. Now, my big question is, how many of these touchdowns went to Mike Roach? We'll see, running game, well, a little bit better than a year ago, but the main man in his sophomore campaign ended up putting up 102 grabs, 1,787 yards, and 29 touchdowns. Remember when I told you guys 30 touchdowns might be good enough to get some MVP votes? This might be the year just in his sophomore campaign. Keep in mind, dude, he's 21 years old at this point. That is nuts. 17.5 yards per carry. Imagine, dude, imagine he could get like 120, 130 grabs a season. That is so freaking crazy. Now, did he earn his first ever MVP vote? He unfortunately didn't. Are you kidding me? 29 receiving touchdowns and not a single MVP vote. I mean, to be fair, Drake May beat him out. My God, dude. And yes, we finally win Coach of the Year, so this makes me happy at least. But again, I'm assuming AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Mike Roach. I want to see if he can win Offensive Player of the Year every single season of his career. You know, his teammate won MVP. And if I'm not mistaken, my friends, he broke some records this season. He broke the all-time single-season touchdown record, although he couldn't quite beat out Michael Thomas's reception record or Calvin Johnson's receiving yard record, but I can promise you by the end of the day, he'll at least have one season where he gets 2,000 yards. It's just inevitable. Although I don't know if getting 150 grabs in a season in Madden franchise is possible. Like, that's insane. Still not able to break any of the single game records, which is crazy considering he had 29 touchdowns. But if he stays in this pace, like, there is a shot that he can beat out Jerry Rice for his records. I guess it's really just going to depend on how long he plays, because he's probably still going to be a 99 rated at like 34, 35, but is the game at that point going to force him to retire? He's only 21 though, so we still have a long ways till we got to worry about that. I feel like we got to change his number. 80 feels kind of mid. Oh, you know what? I feel like 12 is perfect for this Patriots franchise. I feel like Mike Crotch is the only player Tom Brady would deem this acceptable for. He'd definitely deem it acceptable if he can win the Super Bowl here. Who does he get in the divisional round? The Chargers. And you know what? I'm gonna be a little crazy here, as what we are going to do is go ahead and simulate straight to the Super Bowl. We're gonna skip the next 2 weeks and see if all at once Mike Crotch and Drake May can lead this Patriots franchise back to the Super Bowl. Come on, dude. I want to play with that big 7-foot big boy that lost again. They must have got first rounded by the Chargers, dude. The 7-seed Chargers. What are we doing, man? Oh, it's so gross, dude. Justin Herbert, screw you. Again, man, their running game is what's letting us down. It's not Michael's fault, although he was outplayed by freaking 2-foot tall lad McConkey, making fun of a 6-foot guy like I'm not 5'2". But what I am noticing in the Buffalo Bills offense that we ran this season is that Drake May's getting sacked a lot. So even though Mike Crotch had the best year of his career, maybe we need to go pivot to a different offense. Hey, at least the team that knocked us out the playoffs didn't win the Super Bowl for the second straight year. But at the end of his sophomore campaign, he is now a 111 overall. Travion Henderson's now over a 90, man. He's got to get with the freaking program, start producing. And what this front office needs to do is upgrade this offensive line with all this money. If you want your beloved New England Patriots to make it back to the Super Bowl, led by your best ever quarterback and wide receiver duo, yes, better than Tom Brady, Wes Welker, better than Tom Brady, Randy Moss. If you want to make it back, you have got to invest this $58 million into your offensive line this offseason. Dumb, stupid, idiotic game. Let me guess, for a second straight offseason, we didn't sign a single free agent. There's just like no way that's what we should do. Oh yeah, dude, I'm so hyped that we signed Jorge Delgado. This better be the best draft class the world has ever seen, or I'm gonna crash out. Okay, to be fair, that is actually a sick tight end to get at the end of the first round. So now we got Drake May, Mike Crotch, and a Rob Gronkowski regen, which thank God they did that, because dude, the rest of the draft was just pure, utter garbage. What are we doing drafting a 61 rated defensive tackle in the third round? That's gross. Hopefully third time's a charm, and this team will be the one to lead this team back to the Super Bowl. I mean, obviously, it would be great, you know, if they invested that $50 million sitting there in a freaking center. I don't know, maybe it's coded in the game that's actually a 99 overall. But season number 3 means we pivot to yet again our third offense in 3 seasons, as this time around, we are going to run the offense of none other than Sean McVay's Los Angeles Rams. Because if Mike Crotch can get as many targets as what Puka normally gets in franchise, I'm telling you, he's going to put up 100 touchdowns in a single season. But I will believe it's just because Puka's listed as the #1 receiver, so I don't think we have to worry about having him listed as the slot. Hopefully I'm not wrong though, because there's some offenses where you have a guy like Mike be so good as wide receiver 1, but just because he's not listed as the slot means he doesn't get any targets. But also if I do it wrong and put him as the slot receiver, and that's wrong for the Rams offense, he might not get targets that way either. But regardless, we're sticking with Mike as our wide receiver 1 as we advance to the end of the season, and I hope to God we end this regular season and we see Mike Crotch put up the first ever 2,000-yard year at receiver. Boys, we may need to banish the Rams playbook to hell immediately. Offense was extremely mid. Why did Drake May not put up good numbers? Like Matt Stafford in every simulation put up a billion yards, 4,000 yards, 33 touchdowns, 10 picks. That's like just not even close to what he did a year ago in the Bills playbook. Travion was mid once again, but the main man, okay. I'm wondering if it's because we didn't put him at slot receiver. So why does Puka put up so many yards every year? Is it because he's also has the slot? Might have to run the Rams offense back one more time and give it a legitimate shot. But I guess I was wrong. Like, this is like just because he wasn't in the slot. I hate it. I hate it. Dumb game. But it's why you experiment, man. It's just a little unfortunate, but it's gonna lock in for next year. Just get me out of this season, though. I want to pretend that it never happened. A lot of movement, though, boys. A lot of movement, as Drake May has been locked locked in on a 7-year, $500 million contract. Also re-signed Travion Henderson, although he's not been performing too well. Locked in Jarrell Wilson, Josh Farmer, DeMar. Oh my God. I just want to know, after all these re-signings, how in the world we still have $31 million left over, which I'm telling you right now, you already know they're not going to spend a dime of it. This will be the third straight offseason, by the way. Third straight. They don't sign a singular free agent. What I tell you, what's the point in even checking? It's all right. Don't stress. They picked up Sean Mooney's 5th-year option. We all should celebrate. And you remember that 61 rated defensive tackle they drafted? Oh, great. They re-signed him. And hold on a second, boys. If I'm not mistaken, this will be the final year of Mike Crotch's rookie contract. And if they just gave Drake May over $500 million, I genuinely don't know if they're going to be able to afford to re-sign him. If somehow, by the grace of God, they are able to lock him up, find some money somewhere, that makes it even more important that they draft good young talent. Because if they do lock up Mike Crotch, they're not going to be able to re-sign anybody else for probably the next 5 seasons. So Patriots front office, you've been killing me in free agency. For once, put together an incredible draft class. They did pick 3, so it could have been a lot better. They got a good edge, they got a good safety combo. The rest of the draft sucked. I guarantee they probably could have got a lot better though. And they missed out on a 79 rated edge right after their pick. Oh my God. So you thought it was a decent draft, but it actually sucked. So headed into Mike Crotch's 4th year, we're actually going to stick with the Rams playbook, but you best believe we're going to make sure once again that Mike Crotch is going to be this team's #1 slot receiver. If after that the team sucks again this season, the Rams playbook needs to be investigated by the United States Naval Corps. Just the lone simple difference of making Mike Crotch our slot receiver gave us an extra 6 wins and another playoff berth, leading us to the NFL's #1 offense. Hey, my God, dude, if our defense wasn't pretty much dead last, we might have went undefeated. Much better year from Drake May this time around. Crazy what just making somebody your slot receiver does. 4,600 yards, 44 touchdowns, 6 picks. Again, I don't know why he gave Travion Henderson such a big contract extension. I mean, that's still good numbers, but like, I don't know, man. He's just not living up to a 95 overall running back hype. But the main man, Mike Crotch, playing the role of Puka Nacua, ended up 1,800 yards, 97 grabs, and 22 touchdowns. This is career high in yards, not touchdowns. I think the reason being a lot of them were vultured away by Travion Henderson, but still, you best believe the lone difference of making him a slot receiver made a pretty big difference. Still, unfortunately, no top 10 MVP votes for him. He does, though, yet again, win Offensive Player of the Year. Now, keep in mind, this might be Mike Crotch's last chance ever to bring the Super Bowl back to Foxborough. So after the playoffs, we will find out whether or not he did sign a contract extension. I don't know how they're going to afford it, but we'll see. The game does crazy stuff sometimes. But first things first, we got to get revenge on these pesky Chargers. I refuse to believe that we're going to get first rounded for the 2nd straight season by the Chargers. Thank God. 35-21. It's what should have happened last year. Now all we have to do is beat the freaking Browns to make it to the AFC Conference Championship for the first time in Mike Crotch's career. Gotta see how he won this year, though. I'm happy. More even of a game than I thought. Drake made decent performance. See what happens when Travion Henderson can actually run the football. We win playoff games. He vultured a lot of yards away, but Mike Crotch, even in a modest performance for his standards, 7 grabs, 103 yards, and a tutty. Now, man, we just gotta get past the freaking Cleveland Browns. Which I gotta see, dude, who do the Browns even have at this point? Surely the quarterback's not Shedeur Sanders, right? Judkins is a 99. Carson's a beast. Mason Graham's a beast. Oh, yeah. Roman Rivers, who they drafted first draft. I mean, they got some studs, man, but I feel like we should be able to take them pretty easily. To advance into Mike Crotch's first ever conference championship appearance, all by the skin of his big shaft. Oh, it was close. Too close, but a win is a win. The great performance from Drake would have been a lot easier to know if Travion could actually reign the football 2 consecutive games. But look at the main man playing his best football when his team needs it the most. 8 grabs, 172 yards, 2 tutties, leading his team to 1 game shy of the Super Bowl. Now all we have to do is take down the 7-seed Colts, who we already beat week 3 of the regular season. I think I know, but I do want to double check to see who their quarterback is at this point in time. I'm pretty positive it's Riley Leonard, who's turned into obviously a beast. Yeah, dude, he's a 90 rated. It's probably going to get even higher. I'm going to have to stop JT. What are the odds Sauce Gardner can lock down Mike Crotch? I don't think those odds are high. Oh, come on. For the first time since 2025, the first time in Mike Crotch's career, can the New England Patriots make it back to the big game? Come on! And you know what that means, boys? I officially get to play with Mike Crotch. Oh, another win by the skin of Michael's shaft. 3-point W in overtime, by the way. They outgained us, dude. What's up with our defense? 511 yards? Drake May, though, 5 tutties to 0 interceptions. JT went off. Wait, hold on a second. Mike had 4 touchdowns in the AFC Conference Championship in a legendary performance to propel his team to the Super Bowl for the first time in his career. We had to play the Rams, who has Puka, Jared Verse, 99. Their quarterback, Kerry Robinson, is a freaking monster. But let's take it in, soak it in, put our best foot forward, and try to bring Mike Crotch his first ever Super Bowl. So we start this ball game out on defense, which is a phenomenal start, forcing the Rams and their young quarterback to a 3-and-out, giving us pretty decent field position. Oh my God, look at him, dude. And here's the issue, though. I feel like I'm going to try to throw it to him every single play. There's going to be some interceptions thrown. I want a lot of double coverage touchdowns. Let's see here. Jared Verse in my face already. It's a double coverage first play. Not good. I don't like it. He caught the football. He caught the freaking football. It's crazy. Play action again. I mean, it's again like triple coverage. Oh, he caught it, but it was out of bounds. And before you guys complain, before you guys say anything, yes, I'm all Madden. Gonna keep forth. He's one-on-one. Just kidding. There's another guy. Bad guy back there. He comes down with the catch. This is about to be the most fun 60 minutes of my life. I promise you guys, this is going to be the last touchdown you see from him either. Now, can we force 2 consecutive 3-and-outs? Not quite. Can we keep him out the end zone? No, we can't. Touchdown Rams. That's right, though. We got Mike Crotch. We're going to score in 2 plays, especially because he has that glowing X underneath his body. And I'm pretty positive he has double me, so it should make it even more overpowered. He catches every pass in double coverage. But we got hit, unfortunately, so that was anticlimactic. But next play. I'm having 99 catching, being 7 foot tall with double me X Factor activated. This could get kind of ridiculous here. I mean, the unfortunate thing is it's not going to be single coverage. It's going to be triple coverage. Can he make this grab? He didn't. I hate the game. I hate it. Didn't even go for the catch. Wait, why is he in the backfield as a running back? Well, I suppose might as well just heave it deep regardless. I'm being a little bit too crazy. I might get crazier because I think I'm going to go for it. Now, I've got to remember here, I don't have to throw it to him every time. I just don't have to. I want to, though. Send him on a little comeback here. Great route, strong hands, first down. Don't have to send them deep every time, although I'm going to run hurry up so I can do it next play. I mean, just look at that mismatch over there. Come on, single cover him. They didn't. Oh, I just realized he doesn't have his X Factor anymore. We're going to throw it to tight end. He's going to not catch the ball because he's not Mike Crotch. About to be 31 years old and named his Madden character Mike Crotch, by the way. What are we doing? Oh, man, this is about to be easy money. He's got to step on him. He's got to step. No problem whatsoever. Easiest touchdown you'll see all day. Literally no contest. Yo, defense with a nice little 3-and-out, giving us a chance to go 97 yards. Can we complete the 97-yard touchdown challenge? Again, just chunking the ball deep to him here. Oh, they have him impressed, man. This could get nasty, boys. This could get abusive. He has no help at all. He has no help at all. That release. Dude, this is on all Madden difficulty. 97 yards. Like, look how ridiculous he looks, man. 7 foot gritty, by the way. I really don't think I've ever seen that much separation on a single route unless the game was on rookie mode. Come on, another stop, please. I beg. I beg. I beg. They went for it, and they got it. They went for another 4th down, got it again. They're going to score a touchdown. The Rams are going to kick a field goal. They're not out of it yet. Wait, he's got his X Factor again. So I think the only thing you can do when you got double me is just send him deep. Kind of got clamped that time, although he finally got separation. He is one-on-one. He's going to go up and can't catch the pass, unfortunately. Sad to see his X Factor gone after the last few plays, but we're going to go for it again. Come back again. Money. No. It's a sad day. I think we just realized Mike Crotch isn't perfect. He was bailed, though. Terrence Crossan, you beautiful, beautiful boy. Okay, he's going to be one-on-one with the undersized cornerback, and he's going to come down with the catch and score. That, my friends, how you make up for a little blunder. Did the Rams just kick like a 60-yard field goal to end the half? They just got points. They didn't say what happened. So it's still a 2-possession game, which I don't like at all. We do get the ball here to start the second half. Let's end things right here. Come on. I'm sorry if this is getting redundant. I just feel like you have to throw the ball deep every play when you have a 7-foot, 99-rated, generational, once-in-a-lifetime player. Even if he's in double coverage and you throw it 10 yards out of bounds. I mean, he's got a ton of separation. That's an incredible throw, an incredible catch. That's another one. Dude, this legitimately feels like it's on rookie. I'm so excited to see what his stats are going to be at the end of this game. He genuinely might have 600 yards and 10 touchdowns. And again, he's got the X factor. I don't think he's actually made a catch with the X factor yet. He's got all kinds of separation again. Every time he has the X factor, we get pressured. I really just want to see him go up and make like a catch in triple coverage or something as long as he has his X factor. I desperately want to see that. Which he's not going to have to. Just kidding, because Drake May can't freaking throw an accurate pass. I don't get why he lost an X factor. Like, the thing was if you don't get targeted. I targeted him every single play, and it said he didn't, so that's unfortunate. Let's again watch him catch a touchdown when he doesn't have his X factor activated. He doesn't have that much separation. It's a bad throw. Can he make the contested catch? No this time. That's actually hilarious. He's getting the Calvin Johnson treatment. I mean, we're going to throw it to him anyway. He actually got separation somehow. There's just no way. There's no way in double. He gets covered by two people. Two people with man coverage, and he still somehow gets like 5 yards of separation. He just ran in a freaking straight line. I guess that's what happens when you're 7 foot 99 speed. They just went for it in their own half. I suppose that means this is about to be another easy touchdown. Got separation again. Another touchdown. On the post route, it's just too easy. But shout out Rams, he scored another touchdown, trying to hang in there. Okay, he's got the X factor again, double covered again. Let me actually get the throw off this time. Okay, it's like I actually don't want him to get the separation. I want it just to be a contested catch, but he got the separation again. It's just going to be uncontested touchdown. Wait, we have a chance again for another 97-yard touchdown challenge. He's still got the X factor. There's just no way he doesn't catch this, right? He goes up, comes down with it, another grab. Didn't get the touchdown. It hides the team up. Come on, double cover him again. They blitz the safety. He doesn't even need to have the aggressive catch. It's just in his stride. Roger Mercury, he's like 5'10". He just stands no chance, dude. I think we've seen enough. Let's see what Mike Crotch can do with the CPU. 8 and score again. The Rams waved the white flag. We showed a little mercy. 63-20. Mike Crotch in the greatest performance in Super Bowl history at any position. You best believe, though, boys, there's more of this game from. But the question is, will we see another Mike Crotch Super Bowl with the Patriots? First, Drake May has 3 upgrade points, but we can't use them. It just, you just sit here. I don't get, like, Madden's such a dumb game. He has 3 skill points, and as you see, he's a 98 rated scrambler. You should be able to use those skill points towards scrambler, but you can't, dumb game. I know what you guys are asking for. What was the box score? Wait, bad sign. Maybe we don't need to look at it. Drake May, 638 passing yards, 9 touchdowns, nothing too special. And the main guy, 12 grabs, 638 receiving yards, and 9 touchdowns. I'm pretty sure these are 2 all-time records here. Which, am I surprised? I actually count the Super Bowl in the all-time records. Just a little unfortunate we didn't have to get him to the 22 catch marker. But let's see, man. Let's go into league transactions, and let's see if the Patriots have any activity this season. They re-signed Mike Crotch somehow, someway to a 6-year, $256 million contract, which means they're literally paying him and Drake May $750 million. And the confusing thing to me is, how do they still have $34 million left over? Which it shouldn't shock us here when they don't spend a dime of it, when if they did, there would be a great chance to go back to back. Oh my God! Hold the freaking phone. Did they actually do it? Okay, I don't know where the money went. They signed a bunch of stinkers, but at least he's the first ever free agent they've signed in Mike Crotch's career. Okay, they used all the money on Will Campbell. That's fair. 3 years, $101 million. Draft kind of sucked again, unfortunately. God, dude, at the start of his 5th season, he is a 118 overall, technically. And this, though, is the last year where we test out an offensive playbook, and then we'll decide what offense he's going to run the rest of his career. And you better believe we are saving the best for last, at least for Mike Crotch's situation. We're going to be running the Cincinnati Bengals playbook because Jamar Chase gets 1 billion yards every season, and Joe Burrow throws for 1 billion yards every season. So let's run it as is, boys. Mike Crotch in the Cincinnati Bengals playbook. Let's see if somehow, some way, he can surpass prior years and put together the best year of his career, which just seems hard, Safe to say that's not the Super Bowl repeat that I was anticipating. Definitely wasn't the offense's fault. 6,300 yards. I'm assuming the defense was garbage. I mean, Drake had a career high, 5,400 yards, 30 36 touchdowns, 11 picks. Travion sucked as always. He did have 12 of the touchdowns, vulturing away from Drake May and probably Mike Crotch. No matter who the Bengals running back is, always sucks in sim because they don't hardly carry the football. With Travion already not doing that insane himself, I didn't think it'd be that impactful, but it's kind of crazy. He's like a 95 rated running back, only averaging 3.9 yards per carry just because of his playbook. Now, through the year, he did it, boys. 127 grabs, 2,003 yards, 12 touchdowns. So the touchdowns are down, but the yards are way up. So are the catches, which if not mistaken means he does officially now hold the single season receiving yard record, which he's absolutely shattered all the all-time single season Patriots receiving records, and Drake May has shattered all the Tom Brady records. And he's already became the all-time receiving touchdown leader in Patriots history, and he's literally just getting on a second contract. I mean, he's literally 24 years old at this point, for crying out loud, which at the age of 24 is now up to 8,000 career yards, 480 grabs, and 92 touchdowns. So I think what we're going to do, though, even though the team didn't do too well, I think we're going to keep him in the Bengals playbook for at least his next contract, because I mean, he had 25 more grabs than every other offense, like over 200 more yards than any other offense. Yes, touchdowns dipped a bit, but I think we might could see those numbers go up a little bit, which following the disappointing season, what we are going to do from here is go ahead and simulate to the end of that contract extension, the whole time using the Bengals offense, and see if he can lead the team to more Super Bowls, and see if maybe he can put up the NFL's first ever 30 touchdown season and maybe actually win an MVP. Or for all we know, they just missed the playoffs every season running the Bengals offense. So at the end of Mike Crotch's contract extension, the team still looks stacked, but the record sure isn't reflecting the talent. So first question, how is the team looking at this point in time? Drake May's still there. Mike Crotch is a 127 overall. They have an X-Factor running back, which is strange knowing they're running the Bengals offense. Well, Campbell's still here as a 93 rated. That tight end still here, killing it as a 97 rated X-Factor. I mean, this offense has got 4 X-Factors on the squad, but the team still's mid. I mean, even the defense doesn't even look that bad, dude. They have a 98 rated free safety, 93 rated strong safety, a freaking 92 rated X-Factor middle linebacker, a stacked defensive tackle room, an incredible cornerback room. How do we suck? I mean, we had the league's #1 offense, which doesn't surprise me whatsoever. The defense, how was our defense this bad? We got studs everywhere. So you're telling me this version of Drake May, who just threw for 5,700 yards, 47 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions, was only good enough to muster up 9 wins. Even the running game, all things considered, wasn't that bad. 4.6 yards per carry, 4 touchdowns. But 6 years into the future, Mike Crotch was not even the leading receiver on his team. What in the world? 126 grabs, 1,638 yards, and 13 touchdowns. Dude, this Christopher Jackson fella, 1,645 yards and 20 touchdowns. So even though Michael had 30 more grabs than Chris, he was outshined. Dude, what was this guy's overall? 90? Oh, dude, number 24 for wide receivers is gross. Like, surely, though, every year for the last 6 years, Mike wasn't the second best receiver on the team, right? There's just no way. We are going to see how he performed the last 6 seasons, also see if the team won any more Super Bowls. I first want to see Drake May's 34 years old, so he's still kicking it. 94 rated X-Factor, so he's probably going to retire in the next few seasons, and Mike, for the first time, is going to have a quarterback different than Drake May. But, dude, Drake May has been putting up insane numbers, dude. Hasn't thrown for less than 5,100 yards a season. Hasn't thrown for less than 45 touchdowns a season since 2031. He's had multiple 50 passing touchdown seasons. Almost threw for 5,800 yards last year. I mean, he won the MVP in 2032, 2033, 2034, and 2035. So 4 consecutive MVPs. Surely he doesn't retire here soon, right? How many of those touchdowns went to the main man, Mike Crotch? How have you performed, buddy? Now up to 30 years old, and he is still kicking it. I have to see also if he signed a contract extension. Okay, dude. He had one more 20 receiving touchdown season. Every year since 2032, he's had more than 115 grabs a season. Hasn't eclipsed 2,000 yards for a second time. Like, I mean, this is still crazy numbers year in and year out. But I haven't seen anything like his 29 touchdown season as a Buffalo Bill, which after 10 seasons in the National Football League, Mike Crotch has officially mustered up 1,218 receptions, 18,651 yards, yards and 179 receiving touchdowns. Still though, pretty freaking far off of Jerry Rice's records. Like touchdowns he's gonna hit quite easily, but I really don't know about receiving yards and receptions. Hey, in the meantime though, just checked out, apparently Ashton Jeanty became the all-time leading rusher. But yes, no surprise, he's now the all-time leading receiver in New England Patriots history. And there's a long list of really good receivers over here. Somehow Travion Henderson became the best running back ever. He's broken every single Patriots single season record game-wise. He still hasn't gotten more than 16 grabs in a game. And it might be impossible for him to break Michael Thomas's single season reception record. 150 grabs a season is just crazy. Any more New England Patriots Super Bowls? In 2031, Chargers win. 2032, Chargers win again. 2033, my Titans win for the first time ever. At least that excites me. 2034, Falcons. And in 2035, the Las Vegas Raiders. So, the one and lone Super Bowl that Mike Roach has won in his career was the big 63-20 victory over the Rams in 2029. Surely he doesn't just win one Super Bowl, right? Which we do need to see, fellas. Did he re-sign? Will he be a Patriot for years to come? Okay, so he hasn't signed yet. Ian Scott, the tight end, re-signed for 4 years, 88 mil. But surely they don't let the best receiver to ever grace the game of football walk. That's not the Patriots way. I mean, to be fair. Oh wait, yeah, he did sign an extension. What the heck? He's gonna be a Patriot at least until the end of 2040. Pretty much signed for $40 million this season. 4 years, 200 mil. That's crazy money for a wide receiver. And for the next 4 years, this team will be resorting back to the Buffalo Bills offense. I mean, it's the same playbook where he put up 29 receiving touchdowns earlier in his career. So what we do from here is simulate the end of his next contract extension and see if in the new Buffalo Bills offense, see if he can break some records and win more Super Bowls. At least this time with the new playbook, we're in the playoffs. I'm assuming though he now has a new quarterback for the first time in his career because Drake May's probably retired. Hold on, there's just no way. Where did he go? Wait a minute, did he retire? There was just no way he retired at like 34 years old. Oh, there's no way I missed his retirement. He was still under contract. Hold on, we gotta see some things, man. Oh, it sucks that we can't even go back to see his player card, see what he did every year. Guys, this is such a dumb game. I guess we can still see if he won a Super Bowl. No Super Bowl in 35. No Super Bowl in 26. No Super Bowl in 37. No Super Bowl in 38. And no Super Bowl in 2039. So he ends his career with just one Super Bowl. But the question is, did he break Jerry Rice's records? So we can see from here, he finished off with 22,019 yards, 220 career touchdown grabs, and 1,394 receptions, which unfortunately means, boys, the only record that he broke was the touchdown catch record. He finished one season short of breaking the receiving yard record, but was probably 2 more seasons away from breaking Jerry Rice's reception record. So yes, he was the most talented receiver of all time, but at least according to the all-time career records, Jerry Rice still has him beat. But funny enough, according to Madden 26 itself, Mike Roach comes in as the second best NFL player of all time, right behind his quarterback Drake May, who they say is the best player ever. But hey dude, despite not breaking all the records and somehow only mustering up one Super Bowl, Mike Roach is the best ever receiver in my book. Now if you thought Mike Roach's career was crazy, I promise you it gets crazier. You can click right here to see for yourself.